the weather's going to be like tomorrow, but it might be windy again. And I know that where I'm from, there is a market that happens, and where if it is windy and it's raining and weather's gone crazy again, then likely chances are I won't be going to the market. So if your area is raining, stormy, or anything like that, the best thing to do, stay indoors, hug your favourite plushie, and maybe browse some YouTube videos and maybe check out Jazzy's What a Fun, of course, because Jazzy is very fun. Oh, I'm just saying that. Yeah, I'm just saying that because that is in a context of that is I do live videos and I've got a lot of videos on my channel. So yes, this is about weather. So weather is all about like all the rain, wind, the actual aspects of the clouds that hang over our like heads sort of thing, like the clouds in the sky, all that sort of stuff. Also, weather can sometimes have really, really drastic effects. Like for example, tsunamis, they sort of knock over buildings, they do all kinds of things, and that is not good at all. We do not want to be in a flood. But sometimes it actually just happens, and sometimes you have to keep an eye on that. And even in windy weather, it can turn into cyclones, which we may have weather systems, but sometimes weather systems can predict the wrong things, and it can turn out to be completely different aspect, because there is such thing as rain plus floods, which is not good, of course. And of course, when floods happen, houses get destroyed, and it's really sad. And if there's any earthquakes, if it all happens at the one time, all at once, that would be, did you hear the wind? It agrees. The wind outside my window right now agrees. And it's just getting really windy outside right now. I can't believe I'm actually doing this live and it's windy out there. I am talking about the weather. Even the weather agrees with some of the things I'm saying. Also, weather can be unpredictable. Weather can be unpredictable. Weather can be unpredictable. Oh yeah. And weather can be dangerous. So if you see an alert in your area, you double check, make sure that you have no washing on the line when it's going to be really windy. Otherwise, you might lose your favorite pair of socks. And we do not want that. Now, picture the scenario. It's really windy out there, and you realize that your favorite pair of socks has just landed in the dirt. And you've just washed them and they're on the line. They're not on the line anymore. You have to make sure that you check the weather first before you put your washing up. Because that is really, really annoying when, oh my gosh, the whole situation, right? You're losing your favorite pair of socks and you realize that they've just been blown over the fence. And that means you have to go talk to your next door neighbor and say, excuse me, your socks are actually in your backyard. Just hope that their dog hasn't chewed up your socks, because sometimes, that's really sad when that happens. That's not happened to me, but you get the idea. Make sure you keep your favorite socks in a special spot, and don't throw them over the fence purposely, because the dog will chew up their socks. We do not want that. So, when you have your washing, you have it organized. You make sure that, you keep your socks and your grandies, your t-shirts, singlets, anything like that. Of course. Now, obviously, how would that happen in the first place? Well, you could just leave your washing overnight, which is not the best thing. But of course, then the issue is if it rains, and it's not windy, but it rains, your socks and your undies and grandies and all your washing will get a second wash. So my advice, if you do your washing, you always make sure you bring it in before it gets dark and you check the weather, because sometimes you just have to dry everything, oh my goodness, in the bathroom with the air conditioner on, which kind of costs a lot when you put it on the, you know what? You might as well get in the shower with your favourite socks on and then just enjoy it with your clothes on and get in the shower, and that's how you wash your clothes. And just walk around like a zombie that's got a lot of water on them. Of course, you know. I can just imagine, like if people like did you know how if you're stuck in the rain, you're really wet. Now, the worst thing that happen is when you actually forget your umbrella and you leave your umbrella at home. That is the worst thing that can happen. You do not want to leave your umbrella at home because, but also just be careful in the wind, because that umbrella might fly in the wind. And that is the worst thing. Yeah. Now, that would be a very unusual scenario. You have probably seen someone with an umbrella in the air trying to control it, and then boom, it disappears and it breaks. You do not want to have a broken umbrella. So check how fast the wind is going. The wind is going to probably go really fast. In some areas, it can be very windy. Oh, I'm not referring. Well, if you eat too many baked beans, of course. Well, we're not going to talk about that on this live, because mainly we are talking about weather. Seriously, weather. It exists on Earth, and I'm sure it exists on other planets as well. Okay? So, let's think about storm clouds. What are they? Storm clouds are actually a part of the Earth that only is in the air, and it's fluffy clouds. Oh wow, look at the clouds. And then you realize when you're in a plane, you look out the window and then you can't see anything but clouds. So some clouds are actually bigger than others. Clouds. What are they? They might have particles in them. And yes, like they go all around the world. All around the world. The clouds are flying. The clouds are flying. The clouds are flying. The clouds are flying. They might be flying over your head. Ha! Yes. Because clouds are loud. Clouds are loud. Up in the sky, the clouds are there, and they will always be there. Actually, sometimes they're not there. It's like, where did they go? Where did those silly clouds go? Oh dear. Oh dear. and then it's all blue sky. Oh, wow. Blue sky. And all of a sudden, it starts to rain. That means there's a cloud over your head. If you see a grey clouds often signal a storm, and thunderstorms are boom, 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 loud. Ah, here comes the storm clouds. Ah. But yeah, you get the point. Sometimes people are scared of thunderstorms for that reason. So, yes. That's why we should always make sure that all technology devices are in a safe place in your bag, not out in the rain. Because if it's out in the rain, the water will go into your phone, and that might not be the best thing. So we need to make sure that any equipment that has electricity, you don't put it in water. Do you get my point? It's science, of course, but also there's a lot of other things as well. Sometimes people just walk around with their phones out like la-di-da, and everyone's on their phones, and it doesn't really matter. Anything goes. Just be careful with your phone, even with paint as well. If you're in an area that has lots of paint, best to keep it in a safe spot. But some people, yeah, it doesn't bother them, but it's sort of might bother me a little bit. I need to keep my phone clean. Even a little scratch. Of course, the scratch. Oh, don't get me started on the scratch. When you drop your phone and then you look at your phone and oh no, there's a scratch on your phone. That is stress city, of course. But then there's always the possibility you can always get your phone fixed, which that's another costly thing. Oh dear, and all phones different. Everyone has a different phone, whether it's Apple or any other phone. Now, in the olden days, there was no phones. There was phones. The phones started to come in. Phones used to be big phones, big, and if you wanted to listen to music, you had to get this other sort of device, sort of thing, old-fashioned device. And, we have CDs now, and then with CDs, and now, look at the device in your hand right now. That has built-in music. Built-in music. I repeat, your phone has built-in music. It has a camera, it has everything. Look back in the past. In the past, these square screens did not exist. Just look at the cavemen, huh? Look at the past. Of course. Who is the viewer that's in my live video? Is that my dad watching? Because if it is, you just heard a full-on talk about phones and all of that. Yes. Who's the one viewer? I'm curious. One viewer, please comment in the comments. Who's there? 1 second. 1 second. Oh, there's one viewer. And it's not you. I thought it was you. Oh dear. Hello, one viewer. Who's the one viewer? Who is the one viewer? I'm curious to know. Who is thy one viewer? Now, the world is full of interesting things. Now, we gotta remember books. Books have knowledge in them. and knowledge with books is great. It's just nowadays we use our phones to, look all that up, and sometimes it's like, you're kind of forgetting that books are actually quite good too, not just phones. Books are good, you read them and you find information. Sometimes there's really good books out there. Really good books, like, oh my goodness, books. Books are awesome. Magazines are awesome. But also, sometimes online magazines and all that sort of stuff, sometimes, it gets really, like, there's a lot of magazines that aren't so great. And sometimes when you are famous, you get put in a magazine for reasons, and sometimes there's photographers that just take photos for no reason at all. And they just take the photo and they put you in the magazine, and then you find it, it's like, of course, it is like that nowadays. Now we've got cameras, now we've got phones. It's a lot to take in, of course, and wow, I'm surprised at how many phones exist in the world and how it all is, and soon we'll just have glasses and we'll be watching our phones. But hang on, there is things like that out there, and I have been sort of waiting for actual flying cars to be on market, because the wind is interrupting my live video, of course, and flying cars are just like very highly unusual. Now, I understand that flying cars, they might have the appearance of a plane. Now, yes, if you notice one thing about planes, they look like birds. They look like birds in the sky, right? Birds with engines. Birds with engines. And look at how they are designed. They are designed very unusually. And I know that planes, they're in the sky, and we get the idea from a bird. And look at helicopters, right? They look like a dragonfly. Of course. And I know that dragons are big creatures that fly. I know that. And we are not talking about Pokemon here. We are talking about realistic birds like pigeons, eagles, owls. Hey, shout out to Duolingo for the owls. Very good logo, by the way. I still have the app. I think I do. And I haven't been on it for a little while. So, Duolingo bird, don't chase me. Don't chase me. I am going to probably go on this soon. I'm just doing live videos. And, I just think that, like, look, planes have engines. Engines in the sky. Yeah, cars in the sky. Imagine if we the cars in the sky. I mean, if I were to get a video with a flying car, and then have someone talk about the car, that would be good on live. But of course, they're not. I don't think they're all in where I'm from. So there's a lot going on, a lot of cars, a lot of technology, and of course, there's so many pieces of technology, like goggles, design underwater hotels, even gym equipment. There's so much. I've got a magazine right here. I'm just helping myself. Even shoes. How blender work. A blender has lots of different blades. It has fragments. It shreds fragments, and it's all unusual. Oh, glasses. Products and things. Inkjet printers. Well, there's a lot of gears in it. There's probably about count the gears. 1, 2. I lost count. I lost count already. Oh wow. How a mountain bike works. This is amazing technology. Everything you need to know about world's best tech. Oh wow, there's so many things in here. I'm not going to show the pictures because you might want to read the book yourself. How smoke detectors work. It says here there are two main types of smoke. Well, there is. Sorry, I just had a really weird thought. I'm gonna say that again. There are two main types of smoke. We're not talking about that now. I'm not trying to make a joke, but there's lots of there's charged particles, and it's like these smoke detectors are very, very loud, like really loud. Oh, there's so many things. Even how camera works. Oh, heart rate monitors. Oh wow. There's things like Apple Pay and stuff that exists now. Wow, look at that. Oh, airport security. So many things, of course. Well, someone had to dismantle a guitar to show this page. I mean, poor guitar. And hopefully they put the guitar back together again. Industrial robots. I know that they work with cars. How barcode scanners work? Ooh. Well, it has a codes. Well, the thing has a little thing inside it. It has little wires and things in it, and it is a mirror motor, and it's sort of like these lines with codes, and each individual item has a code on it. Oh, this is how there's lots of pixels. The pixels are inside a camera, and things like Alexa, turn volume up 100%. Alexa, turn volume up full volume. Alexa, how are you?
I've got out the pom-poms and I'm ready to cheer you on. To add some pep to your step, just say, congratulate me.
Oh my gosh. Thank you to that awesome software that is a screen. See, that's an example. I have another example. Echo. Hi, Echo. Echo, turn volume up 100%. Echo, turn volume up 100%, full volume. Echo, turn volume up to full volume. Echo, how are you?
I'm giving Cupid a run for his money. Just say, roses are red.
Oh my goodness. I think these machines know exactly what I'm doing. I'm live on my YouTube. Oh my goodness. You have a mind of your own, Alexa. Yes. Oh, electric. Oh. This is why I'm talking about flying cars. I think I'm gonna end this video. Yep. Subscribe, like, and subscribe. And